This is my second attempt. The first one, I used choice boards, but I didn't use only maybe one Canvas tool. So this time I decided to have a lesson that students will work on independently in class. It includes some videos. It includes some H5P, a presentation with examples. All the examples are written out step by step, like in a textbook, but after every couple, there is a video. And then slide 9 there is kind of a self-check. Okay. Did that to avoid a lot of scrolling. And here's some more examples, and then the video, and some more examples. There's a lesson review, and there is practice. After completing that practice, students will then take this quiz on absolute value. If you look at the quiz, it is test bank, so no one's going to get the same questions. So I'll know whether they're doing it or not. I do that for all my quizzes. I use the test bank so that the likelihood of them getting the same thing is lower mathematically. And then I set up Mastery Pass. So if they get a 75% or better, they would go to this absolute value, big ideas. And I'll show you what that is. It's our textbook, but I've chosen some of the more difficult questions, the more critical thinking questions that are in the test book for those kids. And then I have a discussion set up, and it's the same discussion for all 3 levels. However, what they're being asked to do is just a little bit different. If they score between 40 and 75, they need to do an IXL, which is a great mastery-based lesson or practice that will tell them what they've done wrong if they do something wrong and their level of discussion. If they score between 0 and 40 points, then they're going to have to view a couple more resources, probably meet with me. They'll do practice from big ideas, but they won't be the same questions as the kids who mastered it have done, and they'll have a discussion. So let me show you what all of those things are. So those are just the extra resources. Some videos and some websites. So this is, if you look at this closely, it says geometry, but this is how I set up all of my big ideas, our online textbook, but it says geometry because at this point I don't have access to any classes to set up any activity. But if it was in my classroom, I would, and I would snip the assignment because my course order is different than the textbook order. So I would always set that up. And then I have students take a screenshot and upload it so that I know that they're done. And then I can go back to my teacher thing on big ideas and check, because it doesn't integrate. It would be awesome if it integrated. So those are just the big ideas, different levels. And this is the discussion, and students are going to have to create a video showing how to solve one of those equations. These are the more difficult equations, so it's level 3. And then I'm going to ask them to provide feedback using the GLOW and the GROW. One thing your classmate did well, and one thing they could have done better. And they're going to make a video of describing that. I don't care if it's a PowerPoint and they record with voiceovers. They can do it however they want. So I'm going to give them a little choice in how they want to do it. So that is the discussion. And then each group has a different level of discussion. Once all of that's completed, they'll move on to the next lesson. And the process starts all over again.